August is National Breastfeeding Month, a time to inform and educate people as well as supporting breastfeeding culture.
Dr. Wendy McDonald joins us now to share some tips for successful breastfeeding. And it's important to say successful because breastfeeding is not easy. Even though it's natural, it's not easy.
I think people think that intuitively it's what our bodies are supposed to do.
Right.
So it should be like, you know, anything that you just do. You walk, you breathe, you breastfeed. No, breastfeeding is hard.
Yes.
And that's not to say that it should discourage people from trying, but we should be prepared for the challenges that may be presented.
Yeah, I was one of those people where, with my first at least, we tried, made it 3 months with supplementation, but was never really there. It never really worked out. And so we at least got a little bit in, because really, to your point as a doctor, anything is good, right?
Any little bit. I'm talking about even 2 weeks is better than nothing. If you can even do that. There are some people who can't, there are some people who don't want to, and that should be something that is a choice for people, right? But it is beneficial. Those antibodies, the colostrum that we produce even in the first couple days, and some people get nervous because they think, oh, baby needs to like eat a whole 4-course meal when they first come out. Their stomachs are literally this big when they first come out. So that little bit of colostrum that we produce for the first 3 to 5 days is enough for babies. And even that is better than nothing if we can give that. But once the milk comes in, it's got antibodies, it's got all of these great proteins that are well digested for babies. It's the best thing if we can do it.
Okay, if we can do it. So you say you have some tips for being successful for mom and baby. I know we took classes, which was helpful to a point because you had an idea. But when it came to the reality, that was something totally different. But what are some things that people can do to have success?
I used to think that classes were kind of silly. Well, this is a terrible thing, but I did because I was like, you don't even have the baby yet. But it is good to know like what your holds can be, again, what the expectations can be. But one thing that's good for mom is to make sure that she's well hydrated and she's eating. It is so easy with a newborn to not even eat.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
I mean, like, so you need to get your calories in, you need to get your hydration in. Even if you're not hungry or thirsty, drink, eat, take your prenatal vitamins, that's good. Also, babies are learning just like we're learning. So sometimes they don't get their latch right away. You know, and that can be uncomfortable, it can be painful. Even a good latch, this is a tip. A good latch can still be somewhat painful. Because the nipples are not used to all of this action.
Right, exactly.
So we need to be prepared for some soreness, have some nipple cream, make sure that we're putting some cooling pads there. And it's just kind of a matter of navigating, you know, if there are challenges, maybe you need a lactation consultant. Maybe you need to pump and give your body a break and see if you can actually just get some milk for the baby, because even that's good. Yes, the latch is good for bonding, but the milk is what really the baby needs.
And I have a question, because I never knew this. I never had more than 2 ounces at a go. But I had a girlfriend, we were pumping together once, and she filled up 2 bottles. Like, what is average?
I knew a nurse when I was in residency who literally shipped a whole freezer overseas of milk because she just produced and produced. We are all different. There's a spectrum. Some people will never make a drop of milk, and it's not any fault of theirs, and others will make so much. And I think that those variations are also good for us to know, because we think we're failures. We think we're not doing what we should be doing for our babies if we're not making what we think we should be making, and it's not necessarily the case. However, we need to know that there's supply and demand, right? So you can't expect to make a lot of milk if you only pump like twice a day, or you only nurse twice a day. Your body will know that you need it by that stimulation. So if we can pump or nurse every 2 to 3 hours for at least 15-20 minutes each side, then at least we're telling our bodies, hey, make this.
That's good. I also found that support. There were Facebook groups out there, people you could talk to, like the lactation coaches. I felt like that helped to bring down a lot of the anxiety, because the anxiety also prevents you from producing.
The stress and the anxiety can affect our body's ability to produce anything, including milk. So, you know, breathing, sleeping, eating, taking a break, walking away, and knowing if it's not working, then it's just not working, and that shouldn't interfere with your relationship with your baby. But yes, I agree with you. The support groups can be good as long as they are helping you. If the support groups are adding to the anxiety, you might need to dial back on that thing.
Okay, all right.
I had a lactation consultant come in, and they have really cool tools where it was like a thing so that the baby could feed while we were trying to figure out the supply issues.
Exactly, because those are like, you know, the formula or what have you is actually coming through this little tube, but the baby is still learning how to latch. There are tips, there are tricks. It's all like, you know, kind of like trial and error even with babies. And some babies will get it right away. And if your girlfriend gets it right away, but you don't, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you.
So seek out the information. Seek out the
information.
Oh, God. And the other thing out there that I absolutely love this. Breastfeeding helps get the weight off.
It does. It burns the calories. It burns the calories. And so we need to still get in our calories, but it is kind of like a workout without a workout.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that'd be
I agree.
good. What, it was like
support that
500
fully.
calories a day or something
at least,
like that?
At least.
I would say, just for moms out there, don't hate on yourself if it doesn't work.
Yes, that's
when
right.
they handed me my twins, I went,
Can't do
ain't
it.
happening.
Can't do it.
Cannot wrap my head around it. Dr. Wendy, thank you so much. Make sure you follow her on social media. She's a great follow as well.